This foundation is £7, darling. Oh yeah, that is what I'm talking about. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well. Today I'm coming to you barefaced and beautiful because I want to do a full face of something a bit new. Yes, we've got some new goodies out here, and as I'm sitting here I'm looking at my nails and they actually look like stumps. I basically had acrylics for ages and boy, my nails are just doing all kinds of suffering. But that is another story for another day. But today I wanted to get into a full face of Revolution Pro. Revolution Pro is basically a new brand, but it's part of Revolution Beauty. Revolution Beauty owns Makeup Revolution and Revolution Pro. And I'm sure that you guys have seen Makeup Revolution has literally been popping up everywhere with the £6 concealer to the £5 foundation sticks to the Sophie palette. Like, it's one of the most popular drugstore brands that is really affordable. And so Revolution Pro is a new brand under that group, and it's, you know, more catered towards pro makeup. This is not the same price as Makeup Revolution, but to be honest, it's still not expensive. It's like £7.50 for the foundation. As I say, this video is not sponsored. I've not been asked by Makeup Revolution or Revolution Pro to make this video. I went to the launch party, I saw the stuff, I had a goodie bag, I took a couple of extras as well and just put them in my goodie bag, and so I've got enough here to do a full face. So let's get into it. Let's see how well these stuff perform. Okay, so there are two different foundations. There is the full cover camouflage foundation, and then these are these foundation drops. I think they have two different formulas, so I'm gonna put one on one side and one on this other and see what I think of the foundation. But first thing, I'm gonna start off with the matte primer. Actually, before I go with the matte primer, I'm gonna go in with Glossier's Super Bounce because my skin is really dry at the moment. I don't know why, but listen, I need all the hyaluronic in the world. Right, so I'm gonna go in with their matte primer, and this is a silicone based matte primer. My shine just went down. I mean, it's done the job. It's definitely done the job, and I like the way it feels on my face as well. So I've got shades 18 to 12 in the foundation drops, and I've got 12 to 18 in the full coverage camo foundation. So let's swatch. 12, 13, 14. Oh, that 14 is nicer than the Makeup Revolution 14. I had the Makeup Revolution 14 and it was a little bit too grey on me. It was a bit too ashy, but actually the 14 in these is really good. 15, I don't have 16, but I've got 17, which is nice and dark. 18, super rich. 18. The formula is actually quite thick, quite full coverage. Over here, we're gonna start at 18. I feel like the colors are very similar. 17, 16, yeah, red. 15. Can you see how red that 16 is? I usually mix the 16 and the 14. Oh, this is 13. I don't have 14. Okay, so this seems to be a more hydrating or a dewy formula, and this is a much more matte formula. So these ones seem a bit richer and a bit warmer than these ones. I actually quite like the idea of mixing number 13 and number 15 together to get a really nice shade. But as you can see, none of these are like a perfect match for me, and none of these here are a perfect match for me. All right, let's just get 13 on. And do you know what? I know it's slightly lighter, but I love the warmth in this. My only thing is, oh, I was thinking how you meant to apply this, and it's obviously a pipette and a dropper. There we go. That's a bit different. I've not really seen people do pipettes in foundation. Skincare, yes, not necessarily a foundation. That's 13, and I'm gonna mix a little bit of 15 with it. This is definitely a dewy formula. Your girl is looking moist. That really sank in really beautifully and looks really skin-like. Like, it's just giving me like an enhanced glow. And I feel like I can use that 13 just by itself. I feel like it's full coverage on me because obviously my skin is quite even, it looks quite nice. I don't know if you're someone who's got like, you know, lots of hyperpigmentation or like quite major skin issues. I don't know how much coverage it's gonna give you, because can you see how it's giving me a really natural, just even glow, but it isn't like your girl's B. But I don't think this is what this foundation is for. So I'm gonna go over here and try the Camouflage foundation. I'm gonna use 13. It's a bit light. Oh, it's a bit light, girl. Add a touch of 14 as well. Do you know, I really like the naming. Oh yeah, this is full coverage. This is full coverage. And a little goes a long way. Wow. It's really a wow. Oh dear, oh wow, okay. I didn't realize how full coverage that was. Okay, I wasn't ready, but I like it. You see what it is, right? I am a full coverage girl. I like a full coverage look. Oh, I like that. It was literally one pump and it was like, whoosh. Yes, we're happy, we like this. Because as I mentioned, I used the Makeup Revolution's foundation stick and it wasn't ideal. It was a little bit oily. This is matte. This foundation is £7, darling. It is £7 and it is giving me, you know, £35 coverage. But even this side, this is like, you wear this in the day, you wear this at night, honey. Okay, so they've also got the Camouflage Concealer. And there's lots of different shades. I've got shade C13. That's the darkest shade I have. I don't think that's going to be dark enough. It's a little bit on the like pinky side as well. Let's go in with C13 anyway. I think, to be honest, I would have preferred a C12 just to give me that really light look, but I didn't pick one up. The girl couldn't find it. And it's reminding me of It Cosmetics. I can't lie. It's real thick. It genuinely reminds me of Bye Bye Under Eye, which is actually a really good concealer. Bye Bye Under Eye. This is so good. So as you can see, it's quite, I will say, a little bit of an oily concealer, but the coverage is really real. Oh yes, we like all of this. Okay. I feel like I definitely need to set, like I will need to set this, but I'm impressed, I'm impressed. I'm just gonna use my Sacha Buttercup to set under my eyes. And I'm gonna use this Zoeva brush. And do you know what? I've gone past the days of like baking. I don't really bake anymore. The powder really sticks to the concealer. So it's gonna be important to, you know, move with caution. I was gonna use C17 to contour, but I think it's too dark, so I'm gonna use C16. Okay. I recently had my eyebrows microbladed, as in like just under a week ago. So you're not meant to put anything on your eyebrows for 10 days, but you know, don't do what I do, because I'm about to put a little bit of brow product on, okay? So yeah, I had microblading done. I just really did it at the ends where I was just really patchy, and I basically have no hair here now. So I will definitely still need brow product, but I feel like it's made a world of difference. I'm gonna try the Revolution brow pomade. Oh, okay, there's an eyebrow definer. There's a brow pomade and an eyebrow definer. Let's use the definer. I wonder if this is kind of like the cushion, so I'm gonna just use an angle brush. I think that the little mirror on this is so perfect, because really when you're doing your eyebrows, you need to be able to see them up close, mate. Okay, we filled out nicely. Really, really soft. Really, really gentle, not too dark. I like the color. It's giving me like fullness without the kind of really darkness. And I'll be honest, I don't usually use like creamy definers like this. This is kind of wet. This isn't a pomade, it's not a gel. I don't know what you call this, but I like it. So that brow is more like a shader. It didn't give me like individual strokes like I feel like a gel would give me, but it just filled it in and made it look a little bit more luscious. And I really like the color. It's not too red. It's more like it's almost like a grayish brown. FYI, this Camouflage concealer is £5. It's excellent, excellent quality. Right, so gonna come in. I'm gonna go ahead and use a combo of these two palettes and come up with something pretty. This palette is £8. This palette is £6. It's great. It's really great. Oh, look at that marbling though. That's cool. That's really, really nice. That's really, really nice. I really like that. Okay, what we gonna do? So I always like to use C11 actually for Makeup Revolution under my eyes, like before I put my eyeshadow on, because it just kind of makes the colors pop a lot more on me. Would it be crazy if I did like a blue eye? I feel like doing a blue eye, which is really unlike me. I'm gonna go with Parameter, and I'm gonna use that just right here. That actually looks darker on my eye than I thought it would. Thought it would look more ashy and grey, but it doesn't. I'm gonna go ahead and use Orbital. Whoa, that's a real red. Really unexpected, actually. It's kind of like a burnt red. I'm gonna add some more of this shade here called Terrene. Yeah, very different. Though they look similar, they're very different. And then on my lid, I'm gonna just add a little bit more concealer, and I'm gonna do this trick, right? Watch this. This helps you to carve out a really good halo. I'm gonna go in with Mars, this nice kind of marbling effect. It's a shimmer without being a glitter. It's not a glitter. I thought it would be more of like a glittery effect, but it's not. But it's a really good and well pigmented shimmer. I'm gonna go in with this one here. I feel like it would be nice just to add, I don't know, something like this, like, oh, just to add another dimension to it. And to be honest, what this palette is lacking is like a nice brown like that. So I'm just gonna steal some from here. So eyes are done. I think they look super cute. I've got some long ass dramatic lashes. That is what I could find in my pot. So yeah, I don't normally wear dramatic lashes like this, but this eye look still looks cute, really pigmented. I love the way the color has come out. The last goodies I have in the collection are the Pro Supreme Matte Lip Pigment. Let's just roll with one of these. Okay, this is called Shade Illusion, which is a nice nude. It's maybe a touch orangey. I'm gonna go in with my chestnut, because what would I do without my chestnut? I might say it's a little bit orangey for this look. So I'm gonna try this shade called Semblance. Or is it Semblance? I don't know. Oh yeah, that is what I'm talking about. Super creamy. That Semblance shade is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It's super creamy. It doesn't feel like a matte lip on. It's not like dry. It's not dry and matte on the lip. And actually it doesn't look that matte on camera, but it looks gorgeous. I like the way that looks. Okay, and this is the Revolution Pro 4K highlighter palette. Well, giving me Huda Beauty tease. Oh, but the golds are all fantastic on this. Well, strong, a little bit glittery, but the gold is a really nice UR gold. This is a really nice gold. Almost on the verge of the kind of trophy wife greeny gold, that one. So I might go with that one. That's what that looks like. It's quite a goldy gold because of the gold I picked. On this side, I picked less of that gold and I prefer this version of the gold, but it's still nice. It's really pigmented. It's a little bit on the chunky glitter side, a little bit chunky glitter. But some people like, you know, a chunky dude or whatever. So yeah, but basically this is the full face of Revolution Pro. In total, we are looking like about a 5, 10, 8 pounds, 13 pounds. Listen, this is about a 30-pound face. This is I feel like I look really good for how much this actually cost. Really surprised, really impressed. Obviously, to be honest, I've been really impressed with Makeup Revolution in regards to like just the affordability side of it. And obviously the concealers were amazing. I really like the way this foundation went on and look. This is the camouflage foundation, but this one's still gorgeous and fantastic anyway. The pigment popping off on the eye, like popping off. Like, come on. The matte lip. This is a matte lip. It's not going matte and dry, but does it look like a matte lip? Yeah, it looks like a matte lip, but it's not dry. It's not dry like a matte lip at all. So I don't know how that's gonna work out when it comes to wearing it, but I'm really impressed with the way that, you know, I look right now, how it's come out. Revolution Pro, I'm down. And the thing is I love expensive beauty. I love, you know, a little bit of a bougie moment and wear my Tom Ford and all that good stuff. But of course, I like a bargain as well, you know. If we can look like we're worth $1 million for £35, then we should do it. Yeah, so that's it. That is a full face of Revolution Pro. It's new. I think you can definitely buy it in drugstores. You may be able to purchase online as well. If you can, I will link down below. Let me know what you think. Would you buy some Revolution Pro? Or are you more like, I've got expensive taste when it comes to makeup? So guys, that is it from me. I hope you enjoyed and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.